All right. So hey guys, I was just sitting out here on this beautiful day. Actually, I should grab some sunglasses. It's great. Oh God, I hope I edit that out. So I'm sitting here watching the fantastic show Limitless, and I'm sure everyone's had the thought before of like, right, the cool part of being a vampire would be that you live forever. The bonus of that is that you could achieve things that most humans wouldn't be able to achieve in a lifetime. But then I got thinking, with, this limitless drug, essentially, the whole idea behind it, if you've never watched the movie or the show before, is basically this pill allows you to have access to like all of your brain cells at once, essentially. Like, there's a flood of different pathways that are just like, you never really use them, right? So it's all the other blades of grass in the field where there's like a couple walking or bike paths or whatever that people normally walk through, right? Those are your normal brain functions, things like that. You stick to normal pathways. That's why, if you're in a rut, it takes 30 days to 3 months of changing your routine and being thankful for, what you did that day. Sort of give yourself a time where you let the bad feelings wash over you, or whatever it is that you do. That's something that I do. I will wake up and I'll let my mind do what it's going to do, and then I feed the cat, I go to the bathroom, I let the day figure itself out from there. I have my appointment calendar book right here at the door to make sure that I'm reminded if there's anything coming up. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about how cool it would be to essentially have the powers of infinite life like a vampire, but you just essentially, limitless in a way is almost a metaphor for, like, do you want to matter? Because if you would like to matter, then all of those little thoughts, all of those whatever else that would normally get missed when you're like having a shower or whatever else, you have to practice testing your memory, your training your brain. You have to feed your brain good, happy brain things that your brain's gonna like. And that's part of diet as well. And exercise is important, obviously, but really, I mean, if you had the right amount of serotonin and dopamine pumping through your brain at like specific times of the day, and you ran yourself like a machine, I'm sure that there is some sort of algorithm to figure out, like, to just basically give yourself that boost of confidence to continue following these ideas that you have. Okay, fine, like, your brother says you want to do stand-up comedy, then, like, why don't you just sit down and start writing? A lot of people think that you're funny when you just talk about situations anyways. I've got I've got a pretty good story about a couple hard-boiled eggs that I had in my inside jean jacket pocket when we were when we were going to leaving from Milan, and yeah, I don't know, it's like this whole ordeal. I left my hat downstairs, like, you're in another country, they don't necessarily completely understand, da 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 da. It's hilarious, stuff like that. So what I'm saying is, this show basically offers you the tools. If you'd like to use them, they're basically saying, hey, remember how there's this little bit of information in your life, and you kind of like pull that thread and see where it leads you. But this drug that is in the show, essentially, you're productive beyond all human capacity. The impossible becomes possible. So, anyways, just food for thought. If you think that we can figure out the recipe for human human limitless potential, if you want to change your life, you're going to take hold of your life right now today. And I don't mean, hey, you got to figure out what it is that you need to do. You just have to pay attention to your body and your interests, and you just let those happen. So leave a comment below if you like the video, and let's talk about Limitless. Let's talk about how cool it would be to be a vampire, to ring that bell if you want. I don't really care, but that's a thing that people talk about. And they actually talk about it in a very strange way sometimes, because people they feel as though they can't say how they make their money. Money is something that you only talk to people about with special people, like qualified people at the bank, your brother Billy, maybe, if he's doing well. I'm out of fucking jokes.